Hello, and welcome back to Zero Time Dilemma. I made a decision. So, in general, I was playing through the PC version. I was just having problems trying to ensure stable frame rates. And I had actually gotten my Vita version, like, a week ago from about now. I did actually get it. I have it out of the box right here. Still nothing resembling the collectible watch, but that'll happen eventually, maybe, possibly. Probably not. Who knows? But either way, I am going to be doing the Vita version for now. And it took me about an hour 45 in order to get back up to this point. It's actually pretty interesting how short it took. Once I knew the puzzles and stuff, I had to look a few things back up for the puzzles because it's been a while. But at the same time, I will note, going through this again, making the same decisions, a lot of the stuff was the same. The poison, nobody felt it. For the trigger, when Diana had the gun, 2 blanks in a row, and 1 with an actual bullet in the chamber. Now, it deviated a little bit when we got to the Monty Hall one, where I didn't switch the first time, didn't get it. I switched the second time, didn't get it this time, unlike before. And the next time I switched again, and I got it that time. So that might be entirely chance-based. It's just really weird that everything up to that, before that, was identical. I made sure to go back and make all the same identical choices. And, touchscreen. Woo, I can actually use this, and it makes sense for actually using it. But yeah, this is the same. I find it weird that I can choose all these other things, too. Not having a mouse, some things are nicer on the mouse, some things are actually nicer with a controller, and this, it seems like it's not, control scheme-wise, it's a bit of a trade-off, but it's not identically, like, bad or anything. I'm sorry, I'm curious. I mean, come on! I want to know what happens. There's, like, 2 different events after this, not just one. We don't just die. We don't just get...
Diana, what did you just...
We don't just get a bad ending,
Are you kidding me? You just finished begging me to trust the others. What the hell was all that for? Answer me, Diana!
I don't know. I don't know why I pushed the button.
I mean, it's a fair point. It's something that she'd never do. It's certainly way out of character. That's one of the reasons I chose this team first, just because I'm curious what would happen.
Not again.
What do you mean?
Our vote back at 1330? Diana chose C-Team instead of going along with what was on the note. I asked her why, and she said the same thing as now. I don't know.
That's ridiculous. I don't know about that.
I know.
What?
I'm saying I know what you don't know. My thought earlier, that we probably...
You made a wise decision.
Probably what? I forget what she was talking about before. It's been a while.
You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival. It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. The action is legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately. But before that, I apologize. But you must all sleep again.
1929. Our time is up.
You have done exactly as I commanded. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the 3 of you. It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
No! How did this happen?
Pleasant dreams.
I do find it interesting that they're playing up the whole fact that she never would do it, and the fact that that choice was even there, and she made it. Not sure what it means. Could mean anything, but... Yay! Okay, so... Why didn't we... Wait... Only one show... something horrible going to happen? Don't tell me this is like Undertale, and if you like genocide route, and if you make that choice, you have to do like, if you like commit to it, and you irrevoke like you could, it changes your game so that you cannot get a specific ending anymore, at least a specific version of that ending. Oh boy.
Where are we?
I think it's the decontamination room.
Decontamination?
Huh. This is weird.
Weird?
I feel like I've been trapped in this room before.
You must be imagining things.
I guess.
Oh, so is this the future where they do get the memory drugs injected and D-Team doesn't? That's what it seems like.
Wait, this button.
It's the same for you, Carlos?
You feel it as well?
Yeah, not just her. I sense it too. Somehow, this button is very important.
Maybe we've forgotten about this place.
The drugs and the bracelets?
What?
It is a bit interesting that they actually are getting that deja vu, like, because they never had that before. Okay. That's really unfortunate. I wanted to take off my headphones there, but... Oh my goodness, no. Let's just not think about that too much.
Hey, look what time it is. It's after midnight.
So, it's the next day?
Not just day, but year. It's 2029 now.
What a horrible start to the year.
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. Q-Team, Q, Mira, Eric. These 6 are now deceased. As a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed. Shift, 6, ring, age, heart, love. That is all.
Damn you!
Those are new. Shift, is that Carlos? It would have to be. 6 is definitely Akane. Ring would have to be Junpei. Age is Q, heart, Mira, love, Eric. All those make sense except maybe age and shift. Is it age just because he's young? Just because he's a kid? I don't know.
0!
I will never forgive him!
And Gab's still there.
No!
Diana, tell me one more time. You didn't choose to push it, did you? The button in the decontamination room.
You know, this is sort of reminding me of another twist from another work that the writer of this series has worked on in the past. I won't say what from, I won't say what the twist was, but it sort of seems like they're implying it.
No. For a split second, it was as if... It was as if someone had taken control of my body.
Yeah.
Has this ever happened to you before? Then maybe you hit your head somewhere.
I don't think so. That I can remember, anyway.
What are you trying to say, Phi?
Well, I thought it might be possible it was alien hand syndrome.
What? Alien hand?
It happens very rarely when the corpus callosum, where the right and left hemispheres connect, is abnormal. Remember, the right brain controls the left side, and the left controls the right. So if the communication paths that connect them are damaged, the left and right sides of your body may fall out of sync. Like trying to put a shirt on with your right hand, but taking it off with your left. Grabbing onto a scalding pan with your right hand while your left tries to make it let go. Or something even stranger, when your right hand attempts to suffocate you, so you use your left to restrain it. I've heard of cases where it's happened. An interesting development arises with that story. Where does a human's consciousness exist? Is it in the left brain or the right? When your right hand's choking you and your left's trying to stop it, that would imply that the part of you that doesn't want to die is in the right brain. But what if, in the left brain, there's another part of you buried inside that does want to die? So, if you ever ask that person, do you want to live or die? If the center for speech is located in the right brain, he'd clearly say, of course, I want to live. But what if it's the reverse? If the center for speech is in the left brain, then I'm sure he'd say, hurry up and kill me. There's no way to know which one is the true self. Or, perhaps, it's more like they both are. It's just simply that the one who has the power of speech is more dominant.
That's interesting. I've never heard of that before. But it's not what I was talking about anyway, so it wasn't what I thought they were implying. Maybe? I don't know if there's been anything else to suggest that, Diana has been like that for anything except these 2 instances that supposedly happened.
Have you ever considered, what if your body was split into left and right? In that moment, where would your consciousness go? Left or right?
Hey, Phi. What are you getting at with this?
The alien mouth syndrome. My mouth speaks for itself, regardless of what I want it to do.
How can you be joking around at a time like this?
No, it's because we're in the situation that I brought it up.
Well, like you said, it doesn't feel real. Hearing the announcement or reading on the board.
You think those 6 might still be alive?
Let's keep believing.
There's no point. The 6 of them are definitely dead.
How do you know?
Well... I don't know.
Why does she keep getting these visions, these I assume
You
that
alright, Gab?
I assume that she's seeing like visions of these things happening. Like the picture just pops into her head in the same way that it sort of did for like Junpei 999, that sort of thing.
This guy doesn't know anything, does he?
He's lucky.
Oh no.
Well, we may as well get going.
Gab's the most
Like Sigma
suspicious.
said earlier, we shouldn't lose hope. Let's have faith that they're still alive. Besides, that is even more of a reason that we must keep going.
So we can go and bring back a rescue team?
Exactly.
Well, I'm pretty sure they're dead. But if you guys want to keep up the hope, then all the power to you.
All right, let's go.
Okay, next I'm gonna... Maybe I'll go through all of them, because I was surprisingly Oh, what? Wait, why are we out?
I'm not going.
Huh?
Hey, Diana!
What the fuck? Why? Why? That doesn't make any sense. What? Why? Okay, just... And there's still more.
Wonderful acting. It's an excellent strategy. Your actions in the decontamination room. I'm surprised you thought of it so fast. At that moment, all you wanted was to get out quickly. To make that a reality, it just happened that the fastest way was to touch a yellow button and kill the other 6 participants. However, pressing the button just like that would make you a murderer, a bad person. And even if you did escape after, in a court of law, what you did would be considered bad by judge and jury. So you thought, how could I make this not as bad for me? What you came up with was, oh, so simple. You simply needed multiple personalities.
No!
But to casually bring up the topic of multiple personalities, no one would believe you. The only way to make it believable was to do something unbeneficial to you. And
So, is he speculating? Or does he actually know these things? Because it sounds like he's speculating. Or does he know something about Diana that we don't? Oh my goodness. Is she really? I hope she's not. I like her. I like her. I like her as a character.
that is why you refused to leave. We both know that Phi will bring a rescue team back to the shelter. You saw all of that in advance.
No! No, 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 no!
Let us meet again somewhere. Stop at Mata Dolorosa. I will be awaiting that moment.
What? What? What is any of this? Why? What? Can I get back to my other fragments now? Can I go to the other fragments? Yeah, we're back to this. Okay, wow, okay. That was let's call it surprising. I didn't really expect it to go that direction. Oh my. I guess time to see what happens to the Q team in this. Happy times for everyone now. Again, I have a good time and all day. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What happened?
I see. Interesting.
Did you push the button?
Does this mean we're going to be saved?
But then... the others will...
You killed them!
Oh, no, don't.
C-Team and D-Team are gonna...
No, don't you dare.
No, we did. We had to do this so we could survive. There was no way around it.
Okay, I'm pretty sure Mira's just going with the flow in terms of she doesn't want to reveal her whole situation. So she just let us decide. And if we chose the one she liked, then she's just gonna do this.
But...
It's not my fault! I told you from the start not to push it!
What? What are you talking about? It was obvious you were planning on pressing it.
But you're the one who actually did! It was
Don't
your
make that
hand!
fucking-
You pushed it!
You made a wise decision. You sacrificed the lives of others in order to continue your own survival.
0.
It truly is a natural human reaction. You simply made an emergency evacuation. The action is legally justifiable. There is no blame to be placed on you for your decision. Now, I'm sure you would like to get out of here immediately. But before that, I apologize. But you must all sleep again.
Why?
1929.
You have done exactly as I commanded. The memory loss drug will not be injected into the three of you.
I do think why is a very good question.
No! I didn't do it. He's the one who pushed it. So he's...
It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
But I already told you. I didn't kill anybody. I was only watching. Dad, I was just watching.
Oh boy.
Chris didn't do anything wrong. I was the one who... Please, forgive him, Dad. Cold. It's cold. The water was so cold.
Water?
Pleasant dreams.
I know he has daddy issues, but I don't remember anything about water. That's weird. I am wondering, why would it be inconvenient if we forgot it? Why would that matter? Other than this just being a decision game and trying to create different possibilities. Is it going to be the same thing? Yep, this is the only one left. Oops. Oh, Gab chained up. That's weird. Yeah, I don't need to see this again. I already suffered enough. In my humble opinion, I think I suffered enough. Nope, just jump, and good. I don't want to think about that. I just want to see the endings. And switch this back because I don't need this now.
This is...
The lounge?
What happened in the decontamination room?
It would be inconvenient if you forgot you caused the deaths of others.
That's right. That button.
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. D-Team, Diana, Phi, Sigma. These 6 are now deceased.
Actually, what happens if they if multiple teams presses it? I mean, we only seem to have these situations where we press it and we get an ending where we live and they're not dead. Seems like it? Seems weird. Seems really weird.
As a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed. Dream, Key, Quark, Mom, Deer, Arm. That is all.
Oh. What are those again? These are different too. These are different than the the last ones. Dream, Carlos. He talked about a dream. I thought Key. I'm assuming the crash key thing for Akane. Quark makes sense for Tenmyoji, old boy. Mom for Diana. Deer for Phi, I believe. And Arm, obviously, for Sigma. Mom for Diana. They're not suggesting that, like, Diana is Phi's mom somehow. I don't know. That seems really weird. But that's the first thing that jumps to mind, because isn't that what her whole, her, like, pendant or locket or whatever the hell it was about? That she didn't know where her mom was? As for Dear for Phi, I have no idea. Maybe she wrote a letter once and she wrote, Dear so-and-so.
It's a lie! Everyone!
Eric.
Oh no. What have I done?
No need to blame yourself. All you did was make the right choice.
But...
Forget about it. We need to focus on what's next. We have 6 passwords. So can't we leave?
I overreacted a bit. But you know, maybe it's better this way. What I mean is, I know we're all in danger from this game. But instead of being forced to kill each other, it's just a vote and a press of a button.
Yeah. Plus, we're just put to sleep after. So to suddenly learn the whole thing is over?
Wait, what if it's not just that? The amnesia drugs. And the bracelets. Maybe we didn't get injected this time, but what if every time we wake up, we have to go through the same scenario over and over again?
Wait. Oh god, I didn't even think of that. I mean... You could just put us in isolated rooms, press the buttons, have a random number generator, or something else like a coin flip to decide whether that team gets killed or not. It doesn't even matter if the buttons are pressed. At a point, you could create all the possibilities where people live or people don't live. And this is the future where we press the button. Not necessarily where everyone else died. I know we saw that scene, which sort of suggests it might mean that they died, but if we're going over and over again and you're just trying to create all these possibilities, just do it over and over again until you make that decision. With like Diana's thing, that's possible too. Eventually, she might just have that thought at the right moment. Multiple personalities, that could be speculation. She could just have that thought at the right moment, at the right time, because there was enough chances for it to happen, and she just presses the button. She doesn't really know why. She just had an instinct, an urge to do it, because You give it enough time, enough cycles, then yeah, you eventually come across that.
And we're put to sleep after each one. Our memories of it gone.
Give it up. We don't need to talk about this. Let's just get out of here.
He's right. Let's...
Wait! Are we forgetting someone?
Are we? We're not going to go back for those bodies, and please don't. Huh? Oh, right. I forgot about that.
That's so mean.
Why in the...
Let's see if we can get it off.
I mean, why, though? Every other ending, regardless. Gab's just been
about before.
sitting around like
You were
nothing.
saying we're repeating our actions with no memories. It's like the Sleeping Beauty problem.
The Sleeping Beauty what?
It's one of the famous paradoxes.
I have not heard
The
of it.
experiment starts on a Sunday. The subject is put to sleep, and then a coin is flipped. If it's heads, the subject is woken up on Monday, asked a question, and put to sleep again. And that's it. That's all they do for heads.
And if it's tails?
They're woken up on Monday, asked a question, and put to sleep.
But that's just the same as heads.
To that point, it is. But it's different after that. After the subject falls asleep again, their memories from Monday are erased. They are then asked the same question again on Tuesday.
What's the question?
What was the probability it was heads?
That's it?
Yep, that's it.
Hey, how is that a problem then? It's obvious. There's a 50-50 chance of it being heads.
You'd think so, normally. But when you're being asked it, there are 3 positions you could be in. The coin was heads. It is Monday. The coin was tails. It is Monday. And the coin was tails. It is Tuesday.
You know, considering we started with a coin flip, this is actually really fucking relevant.
That would make the probability of it being heads as 1 in 3, right?
No. I don't think so. It's a coin, so it'll always be 50-50 odds no matter what.
Okay, let's change some things. If heads appears, it's the same as before. But if it's tails, it ends up repeating 10,000 times.
10,000?
Wake, question, sleep, memory erased. Wake, question, sleep, memory erased. Go through this 10,000 times. Does the probability still stay as 50-50 after all that? Thinking about it, wouldn't the chances of it being tails be higher than heads?
If you put it that way, yeah. So, which one is correct?
No one knows. They don't have an answer yet.
Well, you flip a coin, the chances are always going to be 50-50. Realistically, what you're talking about is the answer to the question. What are the chances that the answer to the question is heads or tails if you ask them, did it flip heads or tails? And that is not 50-50. The chances of you answering that question is not 50, or answering that question one way or another is not 50-50, but the actual coin flip has to be 50-50, right? So it depends which way you're looking at it. Are you talking about I mean, this is just, I don't know this paradox very well. I'm sure much more intelligent people than I have considered it in much more detail. But actually, if you're talking about that, that's just like if you're talking about the question in the same sense, it sort of reminds me of this. We start off with the coin flip. You had one ending that could result in if you got it right. And if you didn't get it right, then you have all these other decisions, all these other timelines, all these other multiverse concepts. So, I mean, I'm trying to think of this as a motivation for Zero to do what he does. Because, again, from the very beginning, he made it he emphasized a lot that this was supposed to be about the fate of the world. So maybe he's trying to purposely create decisions that make the possibility of it saving or destroying the world much more likely, that there's a ton more timelines that have the world destroyed or saved based on what happens here. Maybe that's what he's doing? Because this is interesting. This is a very interesting take on what's been happening here, and I can see the parallels very clearly.
Even the scientists can't decide between 1 and 2 and 1 and 3. It's an unsolved problem.
Huh. You know a lot about this.
I read a random book on it once.
And that sounds suspicious.
Well, it was on metempsychosis, but they deal with basically the same thing.
Metempsychosis? What is it?
Wouldn't waking up without your memories be just like being reborn?
Oh, yeah, that sounds similar.
To UQ? It sounds similar to UQ. And why the hell does she know about this? Why would she be reading that? That seems... Even what we know about her, that seems... not her field.
I'm not really sure.
You don't believe in it?
I meant there's no real meaning. Because when you're reborn, all the memories you had during your past life are already gone, right? That means metempsychosis isn't really needed.
If there's no memories, there's no point? Well, no one can perfectly remember things that happened when you were a kid. Hell, sometimes you can't even remember something from a month ago. So, going by what you said, everything you did before a month ago has no meaning?
She's asking if memories really are that important for making you who you are.
What is important then?
I will note. Memories do define who you are. They define why you believe what you believe. They define all those sorts of things. But just because you don't have a clear memory doesn't mean that those memories don't affect you, especially in terms of your values and what you've come to believe. Now, if those memories fade to a point that they just don't affect you anymore, then fine. Then there's no point. But it's really hard to decide precisely or get a feel for if they affect your values or not, because the human brain's way complex.
Well, something must be.